So Pizza Hut hasn't been doing too well. A lot like CC's Pizza. You don't see them around too much anymore. They don't make too much money. But honestly, I think Pizza Hut is way better than CC's Pizza. I mean, CC's Pizza had the creativity with like the mac and cheese pizza. I think they were the ones who started like buffalo sauce instead of like tomato sauce. Cookie pizza, where they make a big ass cookie and then make it just like a pizza out of it. Just cut it like a pizza.
Failed franchises, bankruptcies, and almost no growth in revenue for the last 10 years. This is the sad reality for Pizza Hut, who have had so many store closures that there's now a subreddit dedicated to finding former Pizza Hut restaurants. To understand why Pizza Hut has lost—
That's just BM. You gotta make a whole subreddit about how much of a failure a company is. That's how the internet is, though. You can't catch L's. They'll never let you forget it.
almost half of its market share over the last 20 years, we have to begin by asking the following question. Why was Pizza Hut so unique and successful in the first place? Back in the 1990s, Pizza Hut had a reputation for having some of the craziest yet most unique and successful pizza designs, which were not only delicious, but also gave the public a reason to talk about the business. For example, in 1993, Pizza Hut released the Bigfoot, a massive 2 feet long by 1 foot wide square pizza creation, with the Bigfoot accounting for 18% of total sales. There was also—
my lord. Wow, how long was that? That's a 2 feet long? Oh my lord. So that's literally like this big. Like, I'm pretty sure like my chest isn't even 2 feet wide. It would literally be wider than my entire chest. That's insane.
Pizza creation, with the Bigfoot
I can't imagine why they took that off the shelves.
accounting for 18% of total sales. There was also the cheeseburger crust pizza, the hot dog crust pizza, and the cornflakes crust pizza. However, none of these were as successful as the now famous stuffed crust pizza, which achieved sales of $1 billion in the first year, boosting Pizza Hut's stock price by roughly 50%. Of course, this strategy led to the occasional flop, such as their controversial lasagna pizza, which was described in a review as the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life genuinely. But for the most part, these experiments seemed to help Pizza Hut stand out from the crowd, especially when they were served in their distinct dine-in restaurants. These restaurants added a social element.
Dude, the diners are always so good. Like Golden Corral, or not, it's not really like a diner, it's like a buffet. You just go up and grab whatever, pay like $20 and you can eat anything, however much you want. Dude, it's crazy. I always end up overeating there, because it's just like, at other restaurants I'd have to order one thing and then that's it. You know, at a buffet you gotta spoil yourself. That's just the rules. Everybody's gotta do it. You gotta follow the rules.
Element to pizza, turning it into an event as opposed to just another meal. The early memories that we all have of going to dine in at our local Pizza Hut are infinitely more memorable than the hundreds of times we've ordered takeaway from Domino's. During the dine-in days, Pizza Hut had something that physically separated them from the competition. Nobody could offer an experience quite like Pizza Hut, providing them with unbelievable levels of success, especially in the early days. Pizza Hut had the monopoly on pizza and you paid through the nose for one. At first they had to educate the dining public with little signs saying, pizza is traditionally eaten with the fingers. For the first few years, I remember that there was no takeaway, dine-in only. I remember that a family-sized pizza cost around $20. Nowadays, that would equate to probably $50 or more for a pizza. People paid it because they were experiencing this delicious food for the first time. The Pizza Hut dine-in—
Dude, $50 for a pizza. I mean, it's realistic considering how expensive food is, but that's also crazy. Like $50. Used to be $20 not even that long ago. But I feel like I've eaten Pizza Hut recently, and it was really expensive. I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I could have went to Domino's, could have went to Little Caesars. No, I decided to go to Pizza Hut, where they can overcharge me by like $15. I mean, it was good, but not worth an extra $15 good. The cheesy breadsticks, though. Those are worth it.
Experience was seemingly profitable in the beginning, but this didn't mean that it was going to be successful forever. Some insane anecdotes claim that a new source destroyed Pizza Hut dining completely, or that dining was destroyed by their staff choices. However, the main issue seemed to come from other competing pizza brands who were specializing in delivery. There's something about pizza that makes it perfect for eating at home. The box acts as a plate, there's no cutlery needed, and the compact design of pizza reduces the potential for mess. Domino's began to take advantage of this at a time time when Pizza Hut didn't even offer delivery. In fact, Pizza Hut only began delivering pizzas 27 years after launching their business, doing so because they saw how successful Domino's was. The convenience of delivery meant that you didn't need to go to a dine-in restaurant if you wanted to eat pizza. And if you did desperately want all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut, you could literally just go to any all-you-can-eat restaurant offering pizza and eat your 8 slices along with 100 other food options. Pizza was no longer an exclusive thing in the same way that it was in the early days of Pizza Hut. This lack of exclusivity in combination with delivery also shifted people's perceptions of how prestigious pizza was. As mentioned earlier, Pizza Hut adopted the dine-in model when pizza was an exclusive new dish from Italy. However, Domino's and delivery in general turned pizza into just another fast food. Pizza Hut became no fancier than...
Dude, the thing is with Domino's too, though, is they like over garlic all the bread. I mean, you could not like garlic and think that's a terrible thing, but I personally love Domino's over. I'd take it over Pizza Hut, even though like Domino's is cheaper. It's still better, you know. That's what I think. Like it makes sense that Pizza Hut's failing because it's mediocre, like average pizza. There's nothing special about it, and it's overpriced. Like, yeah, no shit, they're gonna fail.
McDonald's or KFC, so why would you take your family to eat there as a special occasion? Then there was Pizza Hut's increased pricing and decreased quality. Overnight, the price went up from $6.49 to $8.49. The high school students, previously a common sight, disappeared. With fewer people, the quality suffered. Pizza Hut was always more expensive than the alternatives, affordable only when getting second, third, fourth pizzas at a reduced price. But it got more expensive. The pizza remained very greasy and people started eating low carb. There are better alternatives, especially for that money. Pizza Hut CFO David Gibbs made the claim that having dine-in restaurants is now a negative for the business, stating the challenge Pizza Hut faces is that it has a large dine-in business. Dine-in is waning in relevance. In other words, Pizza Hut needs to focus less on dine-in and more on what...
That's because no one wants to leave their house anymore. I'm one of them. I would know. Why would you leave your house when you can just have the food delivered to you? And eat it in the comfort of your own home. You know, watch your own YouTube videos, Hulu shows. You can just do what you want. You can eat in the peace of your own home. You don't gotta deal with any sort of people, them messing up your order, nothing. Just go get the food, bring it home, or have it delivered. Nobody wants to, like, sit down and have a conversation while they're stuffing food in their mouth at the same time. At that point, you're not even talking. You're just eating next to people. It's stupid. I never liked restaurants, honestly. I never liked restaurants. You know what is good about Pizza Hut, though? I honestly forgot about this until just now. They have these, like, Hershey's, like, it's like a cheese stick, but with Hershey's on top. Like Hershey's chocolate, instead of, like, cheese and garlic. Dude, I totally forgot about them until just now, but those, undefeated, honestly. I don't know if any other pizza place has replicated that, but, dude, that pizza, that dessert, fucking top tier. Amazing. They give you like this little can of like Hershey's sauce too. It's just like melted chocolate. Oh my god! Now I kind of want to order some. I'm over here talking shit. Now I'm hungry. Now I want them more than ever.
People want, which is to take their pizza with them. This was also highlighted by Artie Stars, the president of Pizza Hut USA, who stated the biggest problem that Pizza Hut is facing is perception, explaining that many of its customers don't associate Pizza Hut with delivery. Stars said the facade of its locations reinforces this idea, and it isn't helping to lure in diners. When you drive by the location, it doesn't scream, "We deliver." To promote delivery to its customers, Pizza Hut delivered pizza to space, the Oscars, and the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, but it still seems as though they aren't competitive on delivery. And on the topic of Pizza Hut in comparison to its competition, we should also highlight that Pizza Hut is extremely uncompetitive from a health perspective. Their standard pepperoni pizza contains a whopping 8,153 kilojoules, equal to almost 2,000 calories, which is close to the entire recommended daily adult
2,000 calories in one pizza. That's insane. That's like an entire meal at like Raising Cane's. Like at Raising Cane's, if you get the biggest possible box, it's actually less than 2,000 calories. I'm pretty sure it's less than that. And it's like enough food to last you the entire day. Like literally, I think I might eat less than 2,000 calories a day. But dude, 2,000 calories in one pizza, that lasts me like at least 2 days. At least 2 days. I'd eat it for like lunch, dinner, and then lunch the next day, and then it'd probably be gone there. That is too much food. It's too much. All that breading too, like you're gonna get constipated. You're not gonna be able to shit for like a week after one pizza. Like it's gonna be devastating to the stomach and the mind and the ego. Stay away from it, guys. Except the Hershey's.
Calorie intake and has almost twice as many calories as Domino's pepperoni pizza, which has 4,453 kilojoules or a little over 1,000 calories. But it's not fair to—
Okay, so it's like half. Domino's is like half the price and half the calories. I mean, if you know that fact, why even go to Pizza Hut? You literally wouldn't.
Make this point unless we see the side.
So basically, they only make money off of people who just don't know yet. They just don't know the facts of the matter. They don't know that. They haven't looked into the depths of pizza yet. They're noobs. They're noobs when it comes to pizza.
And quality of each pizza, so we ordered a pepperoni from Domino's before doing the same with the nearby Pizza Hut in order to compare the two different pizzas. As mentioned, the Domino's pepperoni came in at 1,064 calories, while the Pizza Hut pepperoni came in at 1,948 calories. And with the Pizza Hut pepperoni costing double the price of the Domino's pepperoni, you might expect that the Pizza Hut pizza would be double the size. However, as you can tell from the opening, this isn't the case whatsoever. The Domino's pizza had a surface area of 510 square centimeters, while the Pizza Hut pizza had a surface area only 12% larger at 572 square centimeters. Additionally, the Pizza Hut pepperoni weighed in at 1.46 pounds, making it only 7% heavier than the Domino's pizza at 1.36 pounds. Now, to Pizza Hut's credit, their pizza definitely presented and subjectively even tasted better than Domino's. However, with the Pizza Hut pepperoni being double the price and double the calories with no real distinct advantage, it becomes obvious as to why Pizza Hut has become uncompetitive. When looking at Pizza Hut's menu, you'll also notice that the days of Pizza Hut trying wacky, unconventional designs are certainly long gone. The only crazy product that they have on their website is a range of pizzas which use a chicken schnitzel as the base, but apart from that, almost everything else on the menu feels like something you could get from Domino's at a cheaper price. Nowadays, there's so many restaurants, not just dedicated pizza.
So you just gotta stand out in the pizza game. You gotta have like your type of pizza, like mod pizza. I know mod pizza's been blowing up a lot. Everybody loves mod pizza. And the thing is like you go in, you order your pizza, they make it right in front of you. It's like a Subway, but with pizza. Also, has anybody ever had the like grocery store pizza? You know what I mean? Like the pizza kitchen where they have like the big old fire oven and they like pull it in and out with the pan, you know what I'm saying? Dude, that's always the best pizza. Like you know you're gonna get good pizza when they're pulling it in and out of a furnace like it's Minecraft.
Pizzerias that offer pizza on their menu that you can simply get better quality food at discounted low prices at other places. It's not even worth using Pizza Hut for pizza anymore. You'll get better results elsewhere. Now, to Pizza Hut's credit, they did try to overhaul the menu back in 2014 when they introduced their biggest brand evolution ever called Flavor of Now, which introduced countless different new fancier menu items and was described as the biggest change the Pizza Hut and the pizza category has ever seen. However, their new upscale approach had minimal impact on Pizza Hut's revenue, which actually declined by $100 million in the same year that they implemented Flavor of Now, which becomes even worse if you consider that during the same time period, Domino's sales grew from $10 billion to $15.8 billion. And if we instead look—
Holy... So they stole all of their customers, basically. All of them. They lost $100 million in a year. Like, for a large company as big as Pizza Hut, that's like nationwide, to lose that amount of money, that's actually kind of crazy. That's like almost bankrupt material right there.
At older data, we can see that the average sales per store has barely changed since 2006, which is about the point where the dine-in model died. While a consistent $12 billion per year over the last 10 years still seems like a pretty awesome scenario, the growth experienced by competing pizza brands has led Pizza Hut's market share to decrease from 25% in 1995 to 14.3% in 2016. 2016 also marked the year where Pizza Hut lost their 45-year-long title of the world's largest pizza brand to Domino's. However, their stagnant revenue has caused significantly worse problems than simply losing some arbitrary title. For example, in August 2019, Pizza Hut announced that they plan on shutting down
closing 500 underperforming restaurants. Dude, closing 500 businesses in like a year. Or no, 2 years. I'm sorry, 2 years. That's an insane amount of restaurants being closed.
500 underperforming stores in the US, and exactly 1 year after that, in August 2020, Pizza Hut's largest franchisor, MPC, announced that they were bankrupt, having roughly $1 billion in debt, forcing them to close 300 of their Pizza Hut franchises and put their remaining 927 stores up for sale, representing
Oh my lord. But it's a remaining 900. So they lost 500, then they lost another 300. That's 800. Then they put another 900 up. That's so almost 2,000 Pizza Hut locations gone within 3 years. 3 years. An entire franchise. They used to be super popular, just gone. Plus the thing is in 2020, that's when the pandemic happened. So a lot of people just weren't going out. They weren't going out to diners. They couldn't. Even if they could, they would only be allowed like 2 people at a time. You know, it'd be more of a struggle to go out and eat than just order some Domino's. I mean, sure, you gotta pay the delivery fee, but at least you can eat with your whole family. You can do what you want at your own house, watch what you want. You don't have to like watch like a football game that you don't even care about on one of those tiny TVs up in the corner. I mean, it makes sense, dude. It makes sense. You don't want to go out to a buffet and risk getting COVID.
1/5 of every Pizza Hut restaurant in America. 1 month after this, Pizza Hut announced that they'd be closing more than 10% of its stores in the UK, with this taking place in the very same year that Domino's and Papa John's had net gains of 17.6% and 15.9% respectively. In the process, Pizza Hut was undergoing a logo change, although not to something fresh representing a bright future, but rather to the same logo used during the Pizza Hut glory days of 1974 to 1999. Pizza Hut's Chief Brand Officer Marianne Radley stated, "Embracing our iconic Pizza Hut logo is recognition of a time period where Pizza Hut unequivocally reigns supreme because that's where the future is headed. However, at the same time, it feels as though they're desperate to remind the world that Pizza Hut still exists, and this doesn't sound like the kind of play made by a company who's going to be reigning supreme."
I mean, they're probably not completely out of money. They probably still have like hundreds of millions of dollars. But closing 2,000 locations in 3 years, that's a huge blow to the ego. I mean, it's a blow to the bank account, but probably more of a blow to the ego. You know, like, imagine going from the top to the bottom. Well, I guess in the 90s was when they were at the top. I knew they were at the top around, like, early 2000s, because that's when I grew up, and we always ate at Pizza Hut, and everyone I went to school with would always eat at Pizza Hut. It was almost like the only pizza place anyone would go to. It was so poppin'. So poppin'. Domino's used to be looked at as like greasy and disgusting and cheap. Now it's Little Caesars that's looked at like that. Little Caesars always makes my stomach hurt every single time I eat it. Every single time. It's good though. You $5 for a pizza? Come on. Come on, man. Sure, it's low quality, but it's a lot of food for $5. Yeah, Domino's used to be hated back in the day. Back when I was a boy. Back when I was a little youngin'. Back in the early 2000s. A long time ago.